Hello and welcome into Friday Night Football here on PlayOnSports.com. It's the PlayOnSports.com pregame show here live for you folks in Redding, California at Enterprise High School. I'm Matt Mellinger here alongside my partner for tonight's game, Adam Levine, the Mean Machine. It's homecoming season, Adam.
Oh, yeah, it is, and I'll tell you, both of these teams want to come out here with a W. Red Bluff is coming into this game with a record of 3-0 for the first time since 2004, Matt. It's all thanks to head coach Corey Hines' pro-style offense, which the Spartans run beautifully. The offense is ran by senior QB Garrett Sandow, who has an astonishing 700 completion percentage. Who are the completions going to, you may ask? The answer is senior wide receiver Mitch Fox, who pulled in 3 touchdowns last week against Corning High School. We have to think that these two are looking to hook up a few more times for TDs tonight. As good as the Spartan passing game has been, Enterprise cannot overlook the running game, as the Spartans average 277 yards per game on the ground, led by Tucker Gulliford and Kyle Case. What do you have for us on the Enterprise Hornets?
Sorry, I didn't know you were done talking. The Red Bluff Spartans will be given a true test tonight against the 2-1 football powerhouse that is the Enterprise Hornets. They're coming off of a big 40-14 clash with the Central Valley Falcons in a win last week that was pretty much one-sided. The story for the Hornets is basically these past few weeks, the replacement running back, Jace Arabez. He did a stellar job last Friday night in filling in for the injured Brad Woods, who went down with a leg injury a couple weeks ago. He's doing a fine job of filling in and dealing with the workload, averaging almost 3 yards per carry. Quarterback Zach Trueblood threw 19 passes last week, 13 of which were completed along with 2 TDs. So look for him to take to the air as well as hand it off and take it himself. And we are just about set to go here with the minute remaining. So that'll pretty much do it for the pregame show here tonight, as we had to deal with the homecoming festivities. And we will be back with you guys shortly.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot. One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot. One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot. One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot. One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot. One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot. from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot this. One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot this. One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
And welcome back to Friday Night Football here on PlayOnSports.com. Coming to you live from Enterprise High School in Redding, California. I'm Matt Mellinger, here alongside Adam Levine, my partner for tonight's game. And Enterprise is deferred, and they are getting set here to kick off.
Enterprise to kick off and begin the game.
Daniel Ahern will be kicking off for the Hornets. Red Bluffs with two guys back to receive. Nice kick there, and that'll go into the end zone for a touchback.
Kid's got a leg on him.
So Garrett Sandow and the Spartans will start from their own 20-yard line. We'll see what this pro-style offense can do here early.
Oh, we know what this pro-style offense can do, Matt. This team is a team that has averaged more than 35 points per game over their first 3 games of the season. They scored 35 their first game, 62 their second game, and 32 their third game. This is an explosive offense, and Enterprise is going to really have to work hard to shut it down.
Garrett Sandow presents a threat in the air as well as on the ground. His main receiver, Kyle Case, Tucker Goliford, are his primary threats. A run out to the near side for Kyle Case. Gets a few on the play, brings up a 2nd and 4. Mitch Fox, Wyatt Hopi, the receivers. 2 men in the backfield. Sandow's going to roll out. Gets tackled there for a loss.
He was just smothered by Jaso Raves, number 24.
Jaso Raves also carried a big load last week, filling in for the injured Brad Woods, who is back tonight. He is suited at least. So we'll see who's going to get the majority of the carries. So a 3rd and long now. Raves, the outside linebacker, was able to squeak his way in.
I wouldn't say squeak. He kind of just bullied his way through and took out Sandow. It's a thing of beauty.
Handoff there, not much, maybe 4 or 5. So a 4th and 10, that'll bring the Enterprise offense out on the field after this punt.
I don't think that's the way the Spartans wanted to start this game with a 3 and out, but it's exactly the way that the Hornets want to start this.
So Travis Hall back to receive the kick. Out at midfield. What a wonderful facility this is. This is awesome.
Yeah, this is a beautiful stadium.
The kick is away.
He almost got that punt blocked.
And takes a favorable bounce for the Spartans.
That was a very friendly bounce for the Spartans.
So here comes True Blood in the offense. Look for number 6, Travis Hall, their tight end. Saw him get a lot of passes last week against the Central Valley Falcons. And Jaso Raves is in motion. High snap there, but there is a flag on the play.
Markers on the play.
Not quite sure what that call was
I'm thinking it was offsides on the offense.
Yep, that's what they're indicating.
Yep. Thought I saw
One of the linemen.
a lineman flinch down there.
Enterprise going to move the ball back to the 35-yard line. First down and
Look for
15.
number 8, Brock Barr. Number 10, Taylor Engley-Holman. And Justin Abney are the primary targets. Araves takes a handoff up the middle, keeps him going on his feet. Gets back some of those penalty yards out to about the 42-yard line. So a 2nd and 8.
That was a very solid run, Matt. Got back a few of what they lost.
And they're not even going in the huddle right now.
I hope they just want to get out and go.
And Trueblood in the shotgun. 2 receivers on each side. Araves in the backfield. Quick handoff up the middle, and he's going to be stuffed there.
Quarterback number 3.
So 3rd down now and 7.
Matt, what kind of an offense do the Hornets here run?
They run a spread offense,
Araves.
so we'll be seeing that a lot tonight.
Play. Third down
And they like to bring guys in motion and do quick handoffs up the middle. So we'll see.
So is Araves the primary back?
He is right now. Brad Woods is suited. Number 20, he's their primary running back.
He looked like he was walking around a little gingerly earlier, though.
So he is suited, so we'll see what happens. You see him over there on the sideline with his helmet off. And a pass here. Engley-Holman gets tripped up. No call there.
I'm thinking the Enterprise coach wants pass interference on that. But that looked like pretty good coverage to me.
Pass was intended for 28. Justin Abney incomplete. It's going to bring up a 4th down for Enterprise.
So 4th and 6 now for the Hornets. And it looks like they're going to go for it. Two receivers on each side. And a short kick there.
Trueblood with a punt on 4th down.
About a 20-yard punt down to the Spartan 40-yard line.
Spotted out of
I don't think the kicker got that too cleanly. That only went like 20 yards.
45-yard line.
So Sandow and the Spartans back out on the field after their first drive resulted in a 3-and-out. So Mitch Fox, Wyatt Hopi are the main targets in the backfield. We have Kyle Case, Cody Demarath, who we saw a lot of a couple weeks ago.
I'd look for Levi Culp here.
And Gulliford, the carry,
Tucker Gulliford, number 8,
taken
with the carry.
down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 1 on the play.
Dallas Collins and Skylar Ferguson.
Tucker Gulliford had a great game, last game we covered. And Red Bluff's game against Anderson.
2nd down and 11.
Had what, 3 or 4 touchdowns?
4 touchdowns, I think. 3 running, 1 receiving.
Fox and Hopi lined out wide. 2 guys in the backfield. And they're going to throw it here. And a diving attempt by Hopi.
Number 10, Wyatt
Incomplete.
Incomplete.
Even though it was incomplete, there was a great block back there for the quarterback. Tucker Gulliford put his body on the line to protect his quarterback's weak side.
Down and 11.
So 3rd and 11 now for the Spartans. They threw it Hopi's way this time. Let's see if they go to Mitch Fox.
I think they're just trying to find something that'll work.
This should be a great game. It's homecoming. Both these teams are very aggressive and looking to get after it here early. Gulliford gets out to about the 48-yard line.
Enterprise got away with a mean offsides on that play.
So 4th and 7 for the Spartans.
2 or 3 Hornets linemen.
8 minutes
Flinched
remaining
pretty hard.
here in the first.
4th down and 7 for the Spartans.
Sorry, what were we saying? So both defenses coming up strong here early in the game. Punt is on its way.
That was a great tackle by Jamie Gonzalez.
Justin Abney on the return gets a few.
Jamie Gonzalez just wrapped his feet up and wasn't letting him go anywhere.
So Zach Trueblood.
Zach Trueblood has an awesome last name.
Trueblood,
It's awesome.
interesting name. Quick handoff there. Good for a couple. Oraves. So 2 receivers on each side. Oraves in the backfield. Maybe looking to throw here. A high snap. Trueblood with the option. Oraves keeps his feet going, able to almost get the first down, so it'll be 3rd and short. Maybe 3rd and 1 here.
I don't think that play went quite the way they wanted it to go, but worked out pretty well for him.
Able to gain a few yards on the option there. They also like to run the option. We saw them doing that a lot last week against Central Valley. Worked out well.
3rd down and 1.
There you see Angley Holman on our side. Quick handoff there to Oraves. Gets the first down and more out to about the 47-yard line. So I see your 3rd and 1, raise you 1st and 10.
82, Lucas Burns, 23, Kyle Case making a tackle.
6:40 remaining here in the first. We're going to see a lot of action this game.
Would you describe Enterprise as more of an offensive or a defensive team?
You know, I mean, their offense certainly did a great job last week, as did their defense. I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to.
So we have two
tell
teams
that by
that
the end of this game.
we have two teams who have both high-powered offenses and defenses.
Yeah, it should be. It's going to be a fun game, no doubt about it. So that's number 44, Nick Thomason, the fullback. He gets a lot of reps on offense as well, as being one of their primary linebackers. And it looks like trips left here.
They've got something sneaky going on.
Looks like it's going to be a quick pass to Angley Holman. With Abney and Hall blocking, they're going to take a timeout here. Oh, delay a game, excuse me. So that'll set them back.
Trueblood's not going to be happy with himself on that one. Four games into the season, you need to know how much time is on the clock.
So 2nd and 18. You know, they are going no huddle right now, so you see them looking over to the sidelines a lot. I think that was partly a miscommunication. Ball almost intercepted there.
Wyatt Hotby almost got that. That was a great tip by Kyle Case.
So you see a lot of these teams up here in NorCal. Smaller rosters from smaller schools. A lot of guys going both ways.
Yeah, we're seeing Wyatt Hotby line up on the right as both a wide receiver and a cornerback.
Oraves takes it to the outside. Cuts back up the middle, finds a hole, keeps his footing. Able to get 10 or 11 yards back on that one.
It would seem most backup running backs would be a little bit scared to fill in for a star running back, but Oraves seems to really just be thriving in the role.
And you know, I see Brad Woods down there on the sidelines, and I think he might have just suited up because it is his homecoming game.
His senior homecoming game, yeah. They might put him in if it's a close game at the end, but with Oraves playing the way he is right now, I don't really see much of a reason to risk him hurting himself further.
And it was fun during the homecoming pregame festivities. We saw him getting nominated for a pass.
That was a long pass
Trueblood's pass over the middle, and he's going to break that in for a touchdown.
Oh, there's
There
a
is
flag on it.
the play.
That touchdown pass
Travis
was to
Hall.
South Safon.
And there's another flag thrown in late. So we're wondering what's going on here. Travis Hall with a big catch over the middle. Able to go 51 yards into the end zone, but they're bringing it back. So we'll see what the call is here. So that was on the defense. And we think it might be a clipping call. We're still trying to wait and see what the referees say. And yeah, that's on the Hornets. So clipping is the call from the spot of the foul. So that'll set them on the 35-yard line of the Spartans.
Ball spotted back at the 35-yard line. Now they're going to...
So Abney and Barr on the near side. See, now they're moving them back up. So they called an unsportsmanlike late on the Spartans, so that'll move them to 1st and 10 from the 20.
First down and 10 at their 20-yard line.
You can't have that if you're the Spartans. You get a gift and an illegal block, and then you give it right back with a unsportsmanlike conduct.
So in motion, Oraves up the middle. Good for a couple.
They are going to ride Oraves as far as they can in this game.
You know, penalties like that are going to happen. Emotions running high. Homecoming game. So that is to be expected early on in the game. You can't be having that late in the game.
4 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the first quarter here.
So his pass intended for Brock Barr, complete for what appears to be a first down. And that'll be a 1st and goal for the Hornets. So we'll see what they do here.
1st down and goal, Hornets.
Looks like it's going to
Oraves
again.
Up the middle. Good for a couple. Tackled by a bunch of Spartans. So 2nd and goal for the Hornets.
59, R.J. Nunez. 23, Kyle Case making a tackle.
Trueblood in the shotgun. Takes it himself.
Picked up a couple there.
Up for a couple to about the 4-yard line, so a 3rd and few. What do you do? Do you throw?
I think you got to throw. They've been chipping at it 3-4 yards per run with 5 yards to go. I think you gotta pass it.
They're very good with the handoffs from the guys coming in motion and the option. Look for that too. We'll see here. Three receivers to the right side. Oraves in motion. Quick pass. Caught. Touchdown, Hornets. Complete to Travis Hall.
That was a wonderful, wonderful catch. He just went up and got it, and he had a receiver on his back, too. Or a cornerback, sorry.
So Hornets get a couple penalties, but they're able to convert
Wasn't
on their
quite
2nd drive of the game.
Wasn't quite as easy as they as it was the first time, but they ended up getting the 6 regardless.
Daniel Ahern. Kick is up, and it is good. So 7-0 Hornets on top of the Spartans. 7-0 here in their homecoming game.
From what I've heard, Matt, Ahern's pretty automatic on the point after attempts.
He is. We noticed that last week. He missed 2 out of like the 8 that he kicked. So that's pretty good.
Still time to buy those 50-50 tickets. Clock's getting bigger and bigger.
Has good range within the 30s. So we'll see. We didn't even get a chance to see him kick last week other than PAT. So we'll see what he can do here tonight.
It is a packed house here tonight.
It is. Homecoming game. Fans from both sides. In a wonderful facility here.
Even players from other high schools are here.
And we saw Joe Santone from
Anderson High School.
It's good to talk to him a bit. He's one of the linebackers for their team.
Looks like Jared Poor and
Kyle Case
back to receive.
And Ahern's going to kick this one off. Taken there from about the 15-yard line. Bounces it to the outside, finds a hole, stays in bounds, almost loses his footing. Or I think he got tripped up.
Kyle Case on that run did a great job of avoiding tackles. It probably got him an extra 5 or 6 yards because of his speediness.
Great return there by Kyle Case. So Sandow and the boys looking to respond here. With 2:26 remaining in the first quarter.
This Red Bluff team has not been down very often this season, so it'll be interesting to see how they respond to an early deficit.
They put up quite a showing against Anderson.
Oh, yeah, 62 points.
Unbelievable. Tucker Goliford with 3 touchdowns. So they're going to come out passing here to Mitch Fox. Excuse me, that's Hopeby, and he's hit bounds.
That was a beauty.
Wow. So down to the 37-yard line of the Hornets. Hopeby with a catch.
Hopeby bringing it in. Mitch Fox may be the number 1 option when it comes to passing, but Hopeby, you can't leave him.
Absolutely.
You can't leave him. He'll punish you every time.
Now they're switching sides.
Justin Appy making a tackle on that play. First down and 10.
So 1st and 10 for the Spartans.
That was a true testament to the passing accuracy of Garrett Sandow.
Cody Demarath in at fullback. And Dylan Milton. These are 2 guys who are going to see a lot of play time tonight as well. This band is doing a wonderful job. We see a bunch of people with Bumblebee outfits.
There's even a big banana down there playing the drums.
Playing drums. I saw that earlier. So quick handoff over the middle to Demarath. Able to twist his way to a 4 or 5 yard gain on his first carry of the night. So a 2nd and 6 now. Two receivers to the left side. Mitch Fox on the right side. Back to pass. Sandow throws over the middle for Mitch Fox, just out of the reach.
Just a little over his head.
And that'll bring up a 3rd now. 3rd down and 5 for the Spartans.
That was some nice coverage by Brock Barr as well. Didn't really give Fox the chance to break away from him.
Brock Barr, the 6'3", 180-pound senior. Looking to have himself a big homecoming game here tonight. Quick handoff to Kyle Case.
Flag on the play.
Pace, the ball carrier.
Gets taken down hard.
Skylar Ferguson making a tackle. Penalty marker at the
That defensive end, number 72, Brandon Evers, the behemoth of a man.
And that's going to push him back. So a 3rd and about 9 or 10 for the Spartans on the false start. 1:35 remaining here in the first quarter. And they declined the penalty. So 4th and 5.
You got to go for this, and they are.
So we will not see Connor Ross yet. 2 receivers in the backfield. Sandow throws downfield. Finds Hopeby. Oh, and they're pushing him out of bounds. They're saying that was, he made the catch, but out of bounds.
That's surprising because he was by himself. There was no one within 3 feet of him.
So they're going to turn that over.
He just stopped out of bounds.
First down and 10. Hornets.
So True Blood and the Hornets back on it. So 1st and 10 for the Hornets on their own 30-yard line. In the shotgun. In motion, the handoff to Engley Holman. Finds a hole at the 40-yard line, pushed out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. So a first down for the Hornets.
That was a wonderful run.
They'd love to send guys in motion. It'll either be Engley Holman or it could be a combination of any of the guys, but primarily you'll see O'Ravez in motion.
It seems like they like the outside route, too.
So a very sneaky offense. They like to run the option. They like to run guys in motion. And quarterback keeper. True Blood's proven he can handle it. Engley Holman in motion, but there's a flag on the play.
Penalty markers on the field.
And that's a full start on the Hornets with the minute remaining in the first quarter. So that'll bring him back to about the 47-yard line. So 1st and 15 now for the Hornets. True Blood. He's going to take it himself for the
Flag on the play.
For the option, runs it up the middle, taken down at the 50-yard line, but a flag is on the play.
Flag on the field at the 44-yard line.
Let the guys play. Tired of seeing these flags.
If they do something wrong, they got to call it.
Wow, so that'll bring him back.
This Enterprise offense, for how good they've been playing, they seem to be really hurting themselves with these penalties. They've probably lost a good 25 yards total on penalties this quarter.
I mean, you look back to last drive. I mean, still able to convert for a touchdown.
Almost took away a touchdown on that. 44 seconds here in the first quarter of this, on this fine Friday night.
So it'll be a 1st and 20 from their own 39-yard line. 2 receivers on each side. O'Ravez in the backfield. True Blood in the shotgun. Hands off to O'Ravez up the middle. He's got nothing but room. Able to march his way out to about the 46-yard line of the Spartans. So nice run there.
O'Ravez is quick.
Looked like they were going to take it to the outside, but then he cuts it right back inside. A design play to throw the defense
completely
and the linebackers
the
off.
defense.
So that's the good explosive running that we're going to see from Oraves tonight.
He was one tackler away from taking it to the house on that one.
So 1st and 20, able to get most of those yards back for 2nd and 5. And that'll do it for the first quarter. The homecoming Hornets on top of the Red Bluff Spartans, 7-0. So at halftime, we're probably going to see the floats coming out onto the. Actually, I don't know if they do it here on this.
I'd imagine they do.
This nice rubber track.
My high school had a nice rubber track, and we had the floats.
You see, they have a student section down behind the end zone over there.
I think that's the homecoming royalty that they have over there. They have their own little section.
As well as the kid running with the American flag down there. It's always nice to see.
The student section down in front of us in the middle almost reminds me of a supporters group for a soccer game. They just seem nuts down there.
Oh, yeah.
With their flags and their cheers.
You see everybody wearing homecoming Hornet gear, like the Bumblebee Halloween costumes. That's always fun to see.
As we're driving up, we're like, what is it, Halloween here?
And the drum playing banana. I don't know if Justin can get a shot of that for you guys. Justin Barney, our cameraman. Matthew Zarchin, our producer. Our wonderful crew that is PlayOn Sports. So 2nd and 5 for the Enterprise Hornets. Angley Holman in motion, takes the handoff. Bounces it to the outside, shakes the defender there. Able to make his way down to the 34-yard line. Tackled by number 23, Kyle Case. So that'll move the chains there.
Kyle Case is having a solid game thus far. He's doing work on offense and getting key tackles on defense.
So Trueblood hands it off there to Brock Barr.
Travis Hall, not Brock Barr.
Oh, my bad. 6 and 8 look awful.
From way up here, a lot of these numbers.
Hard to tell with those black jerseys.
I'm having some trouble with 6, 8, and 2.
So 2nd and 8 for the Hornets, who scored on their last drive. We'll see if they can do it again here. Quick handoff. Or quick pass to Hall. Able to get the first down in a few yards extra, but a flag comes in.
Hall broke that tackle like a master. He just gave him a stiff arm and said, "Get off me."
So was there a flag?
Yeah,
on the far side, there was a flag. And they're calling a holding.
Again, Enterprise shooting themselves in the foot.
They're looking like the Raiders out there.
I don't think they're looking quite that bad.
Seen a lot of flags so far.
I think calling this Enterprise team the Raiders would be an insult.
So a 10-yard holding penalty brings him back to the 35-yard line. So 2nd and 8 for the homecoming Hornets. 2 receivers on each side.
2nd down and 9.
Oraves in the backfield. Is it just me, or does it look like they're having a little bit of trouble calling the play onto the field?
Yeah, it is.
They've already had a delay game. They're cutting it close here. Angley Holman cuts it back up the middle and gets taken down by a group of Spartans at about the 21-yard line.
He did get enough for the first down, though, it looks like.
50, Lester Gonzalez making a tackle.
And we'll see where they spot it. Yep, that's a first down. So 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Enterprise marching down. 10:28 here to go in the second quarter. Quarterback keeper option. Oraves runs into a defender, able to stay on his feet and get another yard or two.
That was a sneaky little shuffle pass to Oraves, but I think the defense was onto that the entire time.
Yeah, only picks up a yard. So 2nd and 9 now for the Hornets. Backing the Spartans up against their own end zone. But to Trueblood's credit, he is doing a good job of.
Oh yeah, he's getting his team down there. It's just penalties are really holding them back.
You see him down there commanding his guys. Trueblood's pass. Oh, just out of the hands of Brock Barr, who would have scored if he caught it.
The pass was a little low, but I think Brock Barr is going to wish he had that one back.
He had to stop his route to come back and catch it.
Not the easiest to catch, but it's still pretty catchable.
So timeout taken here by the Enterprise Hornets. So just a minor setback of a pass thrown just short.
Timeout on the field by Red Bluff.
Got a timeout by Red Bluff.
So 3rd down, they're definitely going to go to the air here. So 9:41 to go here in the second quarter. Enterprise on their way down to another score.
I think that timeout was just for the defense to kind of get their legs underneath them and really prepare for this oncoming attack.
You know, initially I thought the timeout was on Enterprise. I thought they were going to settle the guys down.
I know. I think the coach for Red Bluff saw something that he didn't really like, so he called a timeout.
So shotgun formation. Trueblood's going to pass over the middle to Oraves. Finds him open for the touchdown. So the homecoming Hornets buzz again. Quick strike over the middle to their new backup starting running back, Jace Oraves. How about that?
Oh, it was a thing of beauty. Trueblood just aired it out, and Oraves was right there where he was supposed to be and brought in the beauty of a touchdown.
So Daniel Ahern will be kicking this extra point. So 13-0. 9:35 remaining in the first half. At halftime, we'll do a quick walkthrough of what we've seen so far this game. They're going for 2, and that's good. Oraves again with the 2-point conversion, so 15-0 Hornets. And at halftime, we'll go over some things that we've seen so far, as well as give you guys scores from around the league here in NorCal.
Yep.
So that's coming up in a few more minutes.
I'll tell you, Oraves is just playing out of his mind right now.
Yeah, he's having a good game so far. Still a lot of football left to play.
Do you think Brad Woods is? Do you think he's happy for him, or do you think he's feeling a little threatened right now?
Oh, of course he's happy for him.
I'd imagine so.
You know, I'm sure it would be tough to watch. You know, especially a guy going down to an injury.
Yeah.
You know, it's always tough. But the team knows they got to rally behind their backup, and so far it's paying dividends.
This Enterprise team, it seems pretty set at running back for the next 2 years, though.
Kyle Case and Mike Stone back to receive this kickoff. And they're going to go with the big squib there. Taken by Jared Poore to about the 20-yard line.
Now, I think that might have been, I personally would have allowed that to go back into the end zone for a touchback.
You know, I don't think it would have made it, to be honest with you.
That was dangerous.
Took a big bounce at about the 30-yard line. Bounced right into Poore's hands. Able to get away for a couple.
No harm, no foul. On the 20-yard line anyway.
So 1st and 10 Kyle Case in motion, takes the handoff, tries to cut inside and shakes a few defenders before being brought down at about the 18-yard line.
That was a valiant effort by Kyle Case, but the defense had that one.
So they're going to lose about a yard or two.
They had that one from the beginning.
Brandon Evers, 72. Casey Cook at 73, making a tackle.
So Jared Poor
Second down and 11.
running the play into the huddle. We'll see what they come out with here. 2nd and 11. There you see Levi Culp with his bright shoes that we were talking about. Pass to Culp, almost intercepted there
Pass nearly picked off. Handed for
by Abney. Abney right there does a great job of
number 9.
getting his hands in, almost intercepts that ball.
Yeah, Abney, that was great coverage by him.
Justin Abney with the defense.
Probably should have gotten the pick on that one, but regardless, that was great coverage.
We love Levi Culp's bright yellow shoes. We talked about that last time we saw them play against Anderson.
Definitely makes him stick out.
So Mitch Fox to the near side. Hopeby on the outside. Quick handoff there, taken down by the big man, Brandon Evers.
I think it's just about time for the Spartans to really think about going to their passing game, because it seems like this Hornets team is just smothering any type of run that they put together.
You know, it's tough to get yards against a big D line like Enterprise. Brandon Evers, who made that last tackle, 6'7", 255 pounds.
He is a man amongst boys down there.
He certainly is. His size says so. And he's also a basketball player. He's a student athlete. They're big D linemen.
He is a man beast.
So Red Bluff gets rid of it here. Travis Hall finds a hole. Wow, my goodness, he's going to go all the way.
Yeah.
And he just marches into the end zone.
Travis Hall is the man on that play. That was just unbelievable. He had blocks everywhere that he needed them, and he just took it to the house.
Those kind of plays catch us off guard. That was a great job. Travis Hall with the punt return, good for 6 points.
There were a few plays on that where you just think, there he goes. Nope, he's still up. And he just never went down.
Yeah.
That was a great job on the behalf of his teammates, too, to just have all those amazing blocks for him.
So Ahern's kick is right down the middle. So 22-0, homecoming Hornets. How about that? This is the kind of game I would want if it was my homecoming.
Oh, yeah. This Spartans team needs to figure something out, because they're at risk of going down big time in this game. It's only the second quarter, so there's plenty of time for them to claw back into this game, but they need to figure something out.
7:50 remaining here in the second quarter, excuse me.
I was about to say the game just started.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you are enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the PlayOn Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. Matt Mellinger here alongside Adam Levine with our production crew, Matt Zarchin, our producer, and Justin Barney on the other side of the wall from us, our cameraman. Another quick squib kick. Taken there by 31, Cody Demarath.
I think Cody might have been a little bit scared on that. He bobbled the catch at first, and he did a good job of getting it back.
Yeah, able to recover there and get almost 10 yards on that return. So nice job there.
Whenever the kick receiver bobbles the ball, you kind of hold your breath a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I personally have flashbacks to the NFC Championship game.
Oh, yeah. Kyle Williams. Man. 7:44 remaining here in the second quarter. Quick handoff up the middle. Stopped almost immediately. Dylan Milton.
Looks like there was a little bit of extracurricular activities between Mitch Fox and Jordan Depe.
You know, that's going to happen when you're away. When you're on the road down 22-0 in the first half. This band is just on fire out here.
Oh, yeah.
They've been
I'd
going
say
nonstop.
This is by far the best pep band that we've
seen
seen this season.
So Sandow, the screen pass up the middle.
To Mike Stone.
Mike Stone gains about 8 yards on the play, so bringing up a 3rd and short.
We haven't seen Mike Stone's number called too often, but
yeah,
when it was called, he was ready. A big pickup for him.
Tucker Goliford running the play into the huddle. Number 8 in the backfield. Hopi and Fox lined up to the outside. Handoff there for Goliford. Fumbles it, and we'll see what they say here.
I got to think that...
And I don't ever think that he had the ball in his hands. I think that was a...
I think the reason we might not be seeing the Spartans passing game so much is because Brandon Evers is just making the quarterback terrified to throw.
Yeah. He's known to swat down a lot of balls.
He gets his arms up there. It's scary.
So the Spartans able to fall on top of that fumble. And I don't know if that was so much a fumble as it was a
timeout on the field for an official measurement.
Handoff problem. But they're going to bring the chain gang out, see if they recovered it in first down territory. And first down for the Spartans.
Sometimes fumbles work out well for you.
Hey, I'll tell you what.
One case in which that's the case. I was watching the Oregon, Louisiana Tech game.
Oh.
And D'Anthony Thomas fumbled it on the 1 yard line, but it went into the end zone, and the lineman fell on top of it.
I remember that. That
was awesome. Probably made that
lineman's
lineman's career.
And Sandow rolling out. Quick pass intended for Kyle Case, just out of his reach. So second down now.
Sandow is sporting a different number than he was wearing last time we saw him.
He was wearing
14 2 weeks ago. Now he's wearing number 18.
18 is what it initially says here on the roster, according to the Max Preps roster.
2 weeks ago he was wearing number 14, though. Maybe he started to feel a little bit like Peyton Manning.
Pass for Hopi, way behind him, about 5 yards behind him.
That was just a miscue between Sandow and Hopi.
How are you liking the booth?
It's cozy up here.
It is. It's cozy. It's a little bit warm. We have a big glass pane in front of us. So we have sort of a glare going on here. It's a little bit hard to tell numbers. But we're doing our best. 3rd and 10. Sandow, quick handoff. And they're going to lose yards here, so a 4th and 13.
The defense just smothered that play from the very beginning.
Tucker Goliford with the carry. Dallas Collins, Scott Ferguson making a tackle.
That was Hopi taken down for a loss. Excuse me, Tucker Goliford. So Lucas Burns is going to punt this one away.
He is getting a workout tonight.
Lucas Burns, 81.
That was a nice kick.
Yeah, that went a good 40 yards.
And that was a dangerous play there by Travis Hall. He had 2 guys 5 yards in front of him, and he decides to field it. And
I think that's where you got to call for the fair catch.
Absolutely.
Can't risk hurting yourself on a play like that.
Or at least risk losing a few more yards on a bounce.
Yep. And we have 5 minutes left in this half. This game's going by fast.
I'm excited to see the homecoming activities.
I haven't been to a homecoming float since I graduated high school.
And handoff up the middle. Oh!
Jason Ravis with the
That
carry.
could have been dangerous.
That was a big hit by Levi Culp. I think that was him taking out some of
Wow.
his pent-up aggression on the offense.
Levi Culp had a chance to punch the ball out of Oravez's grip. He came from behind. I don't even think Oravez knew he was right behind him.
That was the beauty of a hit.
Yeah, that was a big hit.
And, that was just amazing.
So 2nd and 5 now for the Hornets. And a blitz there.
Offense never stood a chance on that one.
Loose ball on the last play. Zach Trudeau.
I'd say this defense is mad.
That was Andrew Clausen. Blew right through the hole.
3rd down and 8.
He just went through with a head full of steam.
Andrew Clausen, like a bat out of hell. So 3rd and 7 now for the homecoming Hornets, as I'm going to call them all night. Much to the dismay of my crew. Trueblood's pass over the middle intended for... Oh! Just out of the reach
He bobbled that 3 times.
for
And
Justin Abney. Wow.
Justin Apney's going to be mad that he lost that one.
Great pass there by Zach Trueblood. Throws a bomb over the middle. And he had a good few feet on the Spartan defender. So Trueblood's going to kick this one away. And out of bounds at about the 50-yard line.
That defensive sequence, I think, is what they were looking for.
So 3:40 to go here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime show. We'll talk about this game so far and bring you guys scores from around the league. I want to see Red Bluff go to the air more here.
Yeah, I just think they're afraid with these big defensive ends that Enterprise has.
You have 2 great receivers in Hopi and Fox. But they like to run it up the middle. Goliford, Kyle Case, I mean, you can't blame them. You have a lot of offensive threats. And timeout there taken by Enterprise. So we will take a short break coming up once we get to halftime and then bring you guys scores from around the league as well as go over some of the great things we've seen so far here. PlayOn Sports is on Facebook and Twitter giving you news and information as well as links to great highlights. Follow us at PlayOn Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports. PlayOnSports.com. Matt Mellinger here alongside Adam Levine at Enterprise High School for the homecoming game between the Enterprise Hornets and the visiting Red Bluff Spartans. And we've seen quite a game tonight, quite an offensive showing by the Hornets. 22 points so far. And Sandow's pass for Fox,
And that was precisely why.
incomplete.
That was precisely why I think they've been hesitant to throw.
Incomplete. Second down and
That almost
10.
got batted down. It definitely deflected off a lineman's hands.
So there's definitely not a lack of offensive threats on this Red Bluff offense. It's just this defensive line for the Hornets are just so big and
They're monstrous.
it's tough. Hopi in motion. Sandow in the shotgun. Scrambling. He's going to throw that one before
Pass intended for
being
White
sacked.
Hoppy.
intended for Hopi.
Alex Palladino, 36, put a lot of pressure on the quarterback on that play. Timeout on the field, Red Bluff.
Timeout taken by Red Bluff with 3:30 to go here in the second quarter.
Red Bluff really wants to get their offense right so they can get some points on the board this half.
So I think it's really cool that Brad Woods suited up for tonight's game. Their star running back who went down a few weeks ago.
You know, it's a senior homecoming game. I think he felt a little bit of an obligation to suit up.
And what I was saying during that play where Travis Hall almost scored that huge touchdown, Brad Woods was one of the homecoming nominees, and so he came out with his mom and all that stuff, and I was surprised to see him in uniform, but then I realized, he's probably going to suit up just because it is his last homecoming game.
Yep. And as a senior athlete, he realizes that he doesn't have too many more of these left.
Absolutely.
So he wants to be out there as often as he can.
Definitely. Sandow rolling out to the far side. Oh! Pass intended for Hopi. Almost picked off there.
That was almost picked by
Hall and Barr.
Yeah, Brock Barr.
Travis Hall and Brock Barr. One of those guys almost had it in their grip.
There's two of them that were right there for it.
These dangerous Hornets flying around in the secondary. Like my flying references.
Oh, yeah.
To the bees. So they're going to punt this away. And a decent kick there. Taken by Travis Hall. Wow, able to shake a few defenders and stay on his feet. Could this be something more? Oh, unbelievable.
He has a gaggle of blockers over there.
Travis Hall.
A second one to the house.
Travis Hall is going to take this one all the way. Unbelievable.
That was a thing of beauty. That was even more impressive than his first one.
It's so loud here that the microphones we're getting some interference with the loud noises. Unbelievable. Travis Hall.
Travis Hall is having a monster game on these kick returns.
Great job there by Travis Hall. Gets taken down almost at about the 20-yard line, able to stay on his feet, take it to the outside for a touchdown.
Once he broke those tackles, he had it all the way because his entire team was on the other side of the field.
And they were all standing there watching at about between the 240s and the 50, just waiting for the guys to come up so they can block them.
The play is still alive. We better block for him.
That's unbelievable. Ahern's kick is good, so 28-0. But there is a flag. I didn't see that from this side of the booth.
See what the penalty's for.
And wow, is this turning into the perfect scenario for a homecoming game or what?
Oh, yeah.
And encroachment's the call. So that'll move him up halfway.
Wouldn't you decline this, though? I mean, you already made
Absolutely.
the extra point.
I'm not sure what's taking so long. And there you see the coaches saying decline.
We don't want it.
Coaches out on the field.
We don't want it. This game is certainly turning into a nightmare situation for the Red Bluff Spartans, though. They're going to need to have a real talk during halftime and see if they can claw their way back into this.
Yeah, they're going to find themselves in a big hole to start the second half.
And they have to give the ball right back to Enterprise after half.
Yeah. So things are not looking too good for the Spartans right now. Ahern's kick is up, and it's good. So 29-0 with 3 to play here in the first half.
Red Bluff will have a chance to get some points on the board before half, though. This is a completely different Red Bluff team from the one that we saw 2 weeks ago. It's what a big, tall defensive line can do to you.
You know, not to discredit Red Bluff or Anderson, but Enterprise has been a perennial powerhouse for Northern California football for years.
Enterprise and Paradise have pretty much ran the Eastern League.
It's a homecoming game.
Decade.
It's a homecoming game. Everybody's all fired up on both sides. Not just the Hornets fans, but the Spartan fans. You know, it's a packed house here. Friday Night Lights is what it's all about.
Oh, yeah. It's not Texas, but they take it pretty seriously up here.
California loves its high school football. So we are getting ready for kickoff here.
This northern section is really wanting to make a name for themselves in California.
Short kick there. Fair catch called at about the 34-yard line.
And the Spartans have some good field position to try to make a drive and put some points on the board.
So Levi Culp with the fair catch.
First down and 10. No, 33-yard line.
Fan just walked by with some nachos that looked pretty good.
You know, I was just going to say, like, this is what high school football is all about. You see all the fans getting into it for homecoming game. It's just a perfect scenario. So first and 10, Sandow pitch down to Mike Stone. He's going to find a bunch of room. Gets his way to about the 50-yard line.
That's
so about a 16-yard pickup for Mike Stone.
That's 2 carries for 24 yards. They might want to look to give him the ball a little bit more.
Oh, yeah.
Stop for Enterprise. First down and 10, Red Bluff at midfield.
Mitch Fox has single coverage on here. You might look to get him the ball on this one.
There you see True Blood creeping back, though, however. And Hopi missed his block there. He's disappointed.
You can tell by his body language that he knows that he missed that.
So they send Stone in motion.
You know, I love seeing True Blood play both sides of the ball.
That's very rare for a quarterback to play both sides, but not
even in high school.
Way.
Even in high school, you usually see a quarterback only play offense.
Hopi and Fox. The receivers on each side. 2 guys in the backfield. Sandow in shotgun. Looking to throw downfield. Way overthrows Mitch Fox.
Mitch Fox and Garrett Sandow really need to work on their communication here. They've been out of sync the entire game.
And same with that pass to Hopi we saw down on that last drive.
There was a pretty impressive pass to Hopi earlier in the game, but other than that, the passing game has been pretty much non-existent.
Hopi with that nice over the head grab. And they try it up the middle, but no luck there. So a 4th and 10.
These ones are tough.
With time winding down here in the first half.
Minute and 47 seconds left in the game. Or in the half, sorry. By the way, I'm mixing up my halves. You'd think I'm Matt Mellinger.
I did that earlier, too. They're playing I Got the Moves Like Jagger. My mom loves that song.
I did write that song. My name is Adam Levine.
Yeah. Tell that story real fast about how you on your 21st birthday were at Safeway and they announced. Or tell that story. That's a funny story.
I was at Safeway on my 21st birthday buying a bottle of wine, and the lady looks at my ID and announces over the intercom in the store for everybody to wish a happy birthday to Adam Levine. And a little girl, probably 12 years old, runs up to the front thinking it's the Adam Levine from Maroon 5 and was very disappointed to find that it was me, not.
She's like, oh, it's Adam Levine,
not a
the
rock
Mean
star.
Machine. That's funny. I love that story. So Red Bluff looking for an answer here. Scoreless in the first half so far. About to give Enterprise the ball back with 1:54 remaining, and then to their disadvantage, they're going to be giving Enterprise the ball to start the half. So and what a play that was by Travis Hall on that kick return. Unbelievable. He's got the moves like Jagger out there. So they're going to kick this one away. Bobbled snap. Oh, taken down by Nick Thomason.
That is not what they wanted.
The linebacker / fullback extraordinaire, Nick Thomason, takes advantage of that bad snap by the Spartans. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Spartans' 35. So
with 1 minute and 19 seconds left, there's definitely time for them to put some more points up.
So things are just not going well for the Red Bluff Spartans right now. Araves in the backfield. True Blood in the shotgun. And they're going to go to the air here. For Travis Hall makes the catch.
That was a thing of beauty.
Oh, it stays on his
Travis
feet.
Hall, take that to the house.
For an Enterprise touchdown.
That was unbelievable.
And what a night he is having so far. Unbelievable catch over the head, over the shoulders catch, maintains his footing, and finds his way to the end zone. So 35-0.
If you don't like that, you don't like Hornets football.
The Hornets are stinging.
No need to be pinching people.
It was the Hornets stinging, not me.
Have a game, Travis Hall.
I think I know who the player of the game might be.
It's only the first half, but he definitely is making a case for himself.
Actually, the guy with the popcorn and the hot dog bringing food for people, he's the fan of the game.
He's only the fan of the game if he brings me some.
It's going to be a contest between him and the guy with the banana. Awesome. So Ahern's kick is good. 36-0 at halftime, almost. We still have 1:12 remaining. Wow, unbelievable.
Let's see if the Hornets can put something on the board before half.
You mean the Spartans?
Yeah, sorry, the Spartans.
PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for high school football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events and all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here. We are at Enterprise High School for the homecoming game.
Cody Demarath with the return on that one. Picked up a good 5-6 yards on that.
Demarath taking another dangerous squib kick. Able to get a few yards.
Demarath doesn't seem to be afraid to handle those kicks. He must feel like he has pretty good hands.
It seems like they're kicking that way every time.
They're kicking to him, and he's all too happy to receive it.
So let's see if Sandow can get something going here late in the first half. Hopi and Fox to the outside. Handoff there to Milton. Good for a couple.
They're going to have to move fast if they want to get down the field.
21 with carry.
Looks like they're not worried about the clock right now.
That's the least of their problems right now. So, clock's going, 35 seconds remaining. Sandow, quick handoff up the middle again.
I think that's going to do it for the first half.
Pretty much, 20 seconds remaining.
I think we're going to see them.
They're going to squeeze one more play in. I'm surprised they're not throwing downfield. They probably will now, though. 3rd and 5. Clock down to 10.
Oh, wow.
Up the middle.
Got a chunk, but not enough.
With the carry. Taylor Egley making a stop.
0.7 seconds left on the clock.
That was Dylan Milton with the huge burst up the middle. Good for about almost 20 yards. Appeared as if he was going to be taken down at the line of scrimmage and able to.
That'll be halftime.
Get a few yards. So that'll do it for the first half. The homecoming Hornets on top 36-0 over the visiting Red Bluff Spartans. So that'll do it for the first half. We'll be back in a few minutes with the halftime show, as well as bringing you guys scores from around the league. So stay tuned. And welcome to the halftime show here on PlayOnSports.com. Matt Mellinger here alongside Adam Levine. And what a crazy game it's been so far.
Oh, it's been insane.
Unbelievable. 36-0 in just the first half for the Hornets.
Travis Hall and Jason Raves have just been outstanding. They're putting this Hornet offense on their shoulders and just winning this game for them.
It's been crazy. Wait till I read these stats.
Oh, there's some incredible stats.
Oh, man. Zach Trueblood, 7 for 11 with 95 yards, passing, and 3 touchdowns. Jaso Raves, 12 carries for 59 yards, 1 touchdown reception for 22 yards. Travis Hall will be the player of the game tonight. 4 catches for 54 yards, 2 receiving touchdowns of 5 and 35 yards, 2 punt returns for touchdowns.
He is having himself a night.
So a great night so far for the Hornets. Red Bluff, not so much the same story. Only 83 yards of offense so far, and Garrett Sandow having a tough night with only 2 completions. So, I mean, at this point in the game, it's not just Sandow's fault.
Oh, no.
I mean, the blame has to go to other guys who aren't making catches. The guys aren't, I mean, it's tough to run the ball against this tough, humongous Hornets D-line.
I just don't think that this Spartans team has ever dealt with anything quite like the height and physicality of this Hornet defensive line.
They haven't handled a team. They haven't had a team like this, of this caliber.
Oh, no.
This year yet. So this was their true test, as I was saying earlier, and it looks like they're bringing them back down to earth. You know, after a 3-0 start, you start to get cocky to an extent.
Absolutely.
And, you know, this is an Enterprise team who's
they've always been good, and they always will be good.
Keeping them modest. So, I mean, so far it's been a very tough outing for the Spartans.
And that's not to say this game is over. I mean,
no, not
stranger things have happened.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
It's going to take a drastic change in the atmosphere of this game
and
for the Spartans to mount a comeback.
It'll be interesting to see how they adjust here coming out at halftime.
It'll be interesting to see if Coach Corey Hine lit a fire under their butt.
Yeah, we'll see. So, just about 3 minutes away from kickoff. What are some things that you've seen that have surprised you?
Oh, Travis Hall has just been all that and a bag of chips.
I mean he's going to be front page of the newspaper tomorrow, at least if I was the...
You are certainly more familiar with this Enterprise team because you called their game last week.
I did.
But
I had a chance of seeing them.
I knew they were good, but I was not expecting this good.
Mm-hmm.
And for the Spartans, Garrett Sandow is a better quarterback than this.
Yeah.
He has proven time and time again that he is a better quarterback than this. So I have no reason to doubt that he will come out for the second half and be a completely different player.
I think so too. I mean, when we saw them play Anderson, I mean, things were just completely different. Their offense was firing on all cylinders, really, you know, putting it to the Anderson Cubs.
And that was a rivalry game.
Absolutely, and this is a rivalry game too. You know, especially homecoming, they wanted to come in here and, you know,
they wanted to come in and prove that they're for real, and they still have a chance to do that.
Absolutely. Jaso Raves, like I said earlier, 12 carries for 60 yards. I mean, he's doing more than a great job of filling in for the injured Brad Woods.
Yeah, Jaso Raves is only a junior too, so he'll be back next year. So they're set at running back for the next 2 years.
Absolutely, as long as he stays healthy. So we noticed that up here in Northern California where the teams are smaller and you see guys playing both ways, and we're really going to start to see that come into full swing here in the second half. Guys are going to be tired, so
yeah,
I'm kind of nervous for Red Bluff at this point to see, you know.
For both teams, you only see 2 or 3 players come off between offense and defense. So tired legs are definitely going to be a factor here in the second half. And it's hot and humid out here. So I mean, I know I'd be passed out on the side of the field by now if I were playing. So,
so I hope guys are drinking water. We don't want any cramps. So, yeah, just an amazing first half of football for the Hornets we've seen so far. Oh, sorry about that.
We're sharing this booth with about 4 other teams, so we're kind of trying not to get in each other's way.
We have a group next to us from the local radio station.
In Red Bluff.
As well as Red Bluff coaches and camera crew as well as the PA system people. KBLF is broadcasting right next to us, and KRAC. So here we go. This is, I mean, man, what a bad turn of events for Red Bluff.
This will be a test for their defense to see if they can slow down this Enterprise offense, because
they're giving the Hornets the ball right back.
They're running on all cylinders right now.
So the kick is up. Oh, takes a favorable bounce. Bounces just out of the reach of Taylor Hall and skips into the end zone.
I think they're perfectly happy to not let Taylor Hall get a chance at running another one back.
That was a good bounce for the Spartans. So here we go, 1st and 10 from the 20.
See what this defense can do. Let's see if Wyatt Hopi can shut down a few wide receivers, and let's just see what they can do overall.
So Oraves in motion, takes the handoff, bounces it to the outside, gets brought down at about the 22-yard line.
See, that was a successful defensive play. Allowed 1.5 yards, and really just didn't allow them to get much.
So 2nd and 9 now for the Hornets. Receivers spread out. Araves in motion again.
Oh, that was a beauty.
Trueblood's pass intended for Travis Hall, complete.
Travis Hall just continuing his great game.
On a big 20-yard gain or so. So 1st down and 10.
That was a dime from Trueblood. That was right into his hands.
So 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line. Araves in motion again. Handoff, takes it up the middle. Bouncing it to the outside, gets tripped up there at about the 47-yard line. There is a flag on the play, however.
I'm not sure what this flag is for, but I'll be interested to see what it's for.
And it's a holding call.
Yep. Usually when they let the play go on like that, it's a holding call.
So that'll march them back to about the 36, 37-yard line. So 1st and 20. You see all sorts of receivers lined up. They love this spread offense. Pro-style offense. Three receivers to the near side. Araves in motion.
Well, they have a receiver wide open.
Trueblood keeps it himself, and he's going to get taken down for a loss.
I'm pretty surprised that they didn't go to Justin Abney on that one. He was all alone on the 40-yard line with no one in front of him.
So 2nd and 21 now. Araves in the backfield. Quick pass. Over to Abney. Abney taken down at about the 41-yard line. So a quick out pass.
He only got a few, but he fought for those yards.
Justin Abney with the reception. Lester Gonzalez, 50 with the tackle.
So nice job of Red Bluff stopping him here.
Brock Barr did a good job on that last play of staying with the block, even though there were multiple defenders there.
A nice defensive showing on this drive by the Spartans.
3rd and 16, 10 minutes left in the third quarter.
Blitz shown there. Sandow's pass. And incomplete.
I'm surprised there wasn't any pass interference on that.
Brock Barr was the intended receiver. Unable to come down with the ball.
I think this might be the first time we've seen Enterprise punt tonight.
And that was great coverage there by Hopi. Getting his hands in there.
Hodeby is the definition of a two-way player. He's a solid wide receiver, and he's an even better cornerback.
So, hey, there we go. Great job by Red Bluff to stop that first drive.
That's exactly
the
what they
second half.
needed.
Hope's going to watch that bounce down to about the 18-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Spartans.
You can tell Hodeby really wanted to give that one a go. But he knew that if he did, he'd get a stern
that
talking
was
to from his coach.
Yeah, that was too close. I think he was going for a Travis Hall.
He wants some
return
glory for himself.
So here we go. I want to see if the halftime talk did anything for him. And that's a pitch to the outside for Tucker. And Goliford gets to about the 34-yard line, so picks up the first down and more on the quick toss to the outside.
Tucker Goliford is definitely hoping to get back to his Anderson game form to help his team get back in it.
Oh, yeah.
Goliford had the game of his life against Anderson 2 weeks ago.
That was a wonderful game. Great job by Goliford. He did a great job there getting the first down.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Up the middle for a few yards. So Goliford, 2 carries, 20 yards or so on his first 2 possessions of this half.
Goliford has the trust.
On his first 2 carries.
Goliford has the trust of head coach Corey Hine to run the ball when he gets it.
And how do you like this? Their defense comes out and forces Enterprise to punt, and now they're driving up the field. Hopi makes a catch. Stiff arm there. Brought out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. 37-yard line. So how about this? This is exactly what they needed to happen.
The two sides really help drive each other. When the defense makes a great stop, the offense wants to go out and repay the favor and get a few points on the board.
Great job there by Wyatt to stiff arm those 2 guys. He saw that before he was finally dragged out of bounds.
Yeah, Wyatt Hopi is he's an impressive two-way player.
And, most of these guys are. On both teams, it's unbelievable how these guys do this. So Sandow rolling out. Fakes the pass, throws it deep, has a man open, and intercepted. Intercepted by Taylor Engley Holman. That was a poor decision there.
Sandow's heart was in it, but at that point, you just need to throw it out of bounds.
Yeah.
That was way too risky to do.
Especially they had a great drive going, and it's just unfortunate.
That's a drive killer. Well, obviously a drive killer. I mean, they don't have the ball anymore, but
I would agree with you there. That is a drive killer.
That's actually the definition of a drive killer.
So split formation here for the Hornets. Raves has been their man in the backfield. Takes a handoff, gets tackled, but Trueblood's going to take it himself. And a flag comes in late. Did you see that? That was he faked the handoff to Raves, and he just got crushed. And he didn't even give him the ball, and then he kept it himself and got forward for a couple of yards.
8 minutes and 34 seconds left here in this third quarter. The Enterprise Hornets winning 36-0 over the Red Bluff Spartans. And again, the Hornets are just shooting themselves in the foot with all these penalties.
So they're backed up to their own 10-yard line. And there's some new backs in. Araves gets out to Still on his feet. Takes a run to the outside. There was a new fullback in. I'm trying to see his number from up here, but that was a great job by Oraves doing his thing again, picking up almost the first down.
Oraves
so another 20-yard gain there.
Oraves isn't very big. He's only 5'9", 186 pounds, but he's burly.
And he's
hard to take down.
He's a power runner.
Yeah, he puts his head down and
hits the hole hard, bouncing that play to the outside.
Sometimes those little guys are the hardest to take down, as we're seeing right now.
Yeah, there we go again.
Takes it to the 39.
Oraves is having a great game, to say the least. I mean, there you go.
Oraves doesn't have the touchdowns to show for it, but he has been equally as impactful on this game as Travis Hall.
And that's Brandon Rainville. There we go. Number 38. He's their fullback right now. So I had a hard time seeing that number from up here.
They're announcing.
So there we go. Jace Oraves to the outside. Picks up 6 or 7.
They're announcing a 50-50 raffle. I kind of want to get in on that.
I know. I wanted to buy one, but I don't think we're allowed to do that.
Nah.
The announcer from the other side of the wall just won $200. So handoff there to Oraves, taken down at about the line of scrimmage, so nothing there.
Brandon Ragone was the one with the
tackle. As well as Demarath. He was in there on that scrum.
And Gonzalez. Also. Lester Gonzalez was in on that too.
I'm telling you, Red Bluff, their defense is coming out great right now. They're doing a great job. He's going to get rid of that one, and Taylor Hall's going to come up with the reception.
Travis Hall was right there for it.
So Trueblood was avoiding a tackle, got rid of it real fast. And
that was great concentration by Trueblood. He had defenders coming right at him, and he threw that ball like a champ.
Travis Hall and Jace Oraves lined up closest to us on the near side. Hotby to the line. Oraves in motion. Takes a handoff and hit hard almost immediately by one of the defensive linemen.
One thing that I'm noticing is that Trueblood really has the respect of this team as the team's leader. He goes out and he tells them what to do, and they do it. And that's always a great quality to have in your quarterback.
That was Lester Gonzalez, on the tackle, the outside linebacker. Senior, 5'8", 170. Puts a hit on him. And pass over the middle for Hall, just out of the reach.
That was great coverage by Kyle Case on that. He knew that he couldn't allow that to go through, and he didn't. Speaking of two-way players.
For those of you that are watching the game right now, the game will be available tomorrow on the same website you are watching it on right now. So 3rd and 8 now. And a fake handoff. Oraves takes it up the middle, finds a hole, breaks a couple of tackles, and he's going to be down to the 20, to the 10, before being dragged out of bounds by Greg Dufour.
That was borderline horse collar as well. That was a great run by... Sorry, that was a great run by Oraves.
Was that Oraves?
I think it was, yeah.
Oh, that's what I said. My bad. You had me second guessing myself. Don't you do that. So Nick Thomason lined up. He's going to take the handoff right here. The big boy getting into the end zone. Number 44, Nick Thomason, scores for the Hornets.
He is the definition of a big bruising fullback. he just takes that ball and pounds his way through. And just like that, 42-0.
He seems to be shaken up. You can see him running off the screen here. Looks like he may have gotten hit hard, scoring that touchdown. So they go to the big boy to get those short yards.
And this homecoming crowd is loving this.
This is a perfect scenario.
The parents and family members and friends who made the trip from Red Bluff are not.
And Ahern's kick is good.
I think we might as well just change Ahern's name to Pat Ahern.
P-A-T Ahern.
Yep.
And 43-0 is the score. The homecoming Hornets flying away with this one.
Not missing a beat after the halftime break.
5.5 minutes to go in the third.
At this point, it's all about getting some respect for the Spartans team. They don't want to let this team walk all over them. They want to put some points on.
You got to respect this. So, oh boy. Another squib kick. Cody Demarath with the return.
Demarath did a really good job on that return. He got to about the 30 and hit a wall of people and just dragged 2 or 3 defenders with him.
Able to get a few extra yards out to about the 37-yard line.
And back to work for Garrett Sandow and company. To try once again to get on the board here.
Fox Hopeby and the boys back at it.
Give their team something to smile about.
And a fumble on the play. Great job there. That was 66 or 68. Urquhart.
That's when your efforts as a defensive player are really rewarded, is when you get those fumble recoveries and interceptions.
And that's just really unfortunate
for
Sandow.
He's just got to keep his chin up and go out next drive and keep doing what he's doing and try to get some points up. But now we have the Hornets in position to put even more points on the board.
So Dustin Jessen in at running back now. Taken down by the Sparta defensive line for a loss of 3.
That was Dylan Scheibel who made the tackle on that one.
So Bobby Lucan in at quarterback to relieve Zach Trueblood. And great job by all those guys. Jaso Raves, Zach Trueblood. Those guys are out of the game now. They're going to let their other guys get an opportunity here. These guys will always remember this homecoming.
This Spartan defense is mad. They're coming at these Hornets like bat out of hell.
Jordan Deepy. Excuse me for the name slashing there. But we have a bunch of new Hornets in on offense. Lucan drops back. Throws to Tyler Yates at about the 10-yard line. So a nice job there. Seeing the backup quarterback's arm. Bobby Lucan. 4th and 3 for the Hornets. They're going to go for it.
Bobby Lucan also a junior, and you got to think that he's next in line for that starting quarterback job.
And somebody jumped. I think it might be the Hornets.
This is going to be valuable experience for Lucan.
And another flag, so some extracurriculars.
That's just frustration.
He just threw in another flag. Unbelievable. Encroachment defense.
Bobby Lucan, back to him. He has some great size for a quarterback. 6'2", 170. He's put on a few pounds of muscle, and he'll be a force next year.
So Brandon Rainville and Dustin Jessen are in the backfield now, behind quarterback Bobby Lucan.
First down and goal for Enterprise.
So the new guys are in. They're going to
Try to continue what
try to punch
the first
this in on a
stringers have
first
done.
and goal. And we see the student section getting rowdy down there, waving the American flag. That's wonderful to see. And quick handoff to Rainville.
Looks like it's on the 1.
Good for a couple. We'll see where they spot it. Yeah, at about the 1 or 2 yard line. So pickup of a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Nick Thomason get this one again. Punch it through.
Thomason is not in right now.
On with Greg DeFore. Second down and goal.
And that's going to be a Hornet touchdown for Dustin Jessen.
Dustin Jackson, that was a great little 1 yard run. And he's going to be all smiles in this game. Someone who came into this game not expecting to get too many touches and comes out of it with a touchdown.
So the Hornets showing no mercy here. Quick score up the middle, 49-0 as we stand right now with 3 minutes to go in the third.
You might call it showing no mercy, but they've got their second string.
That is true.
And you don't want to insult your opponent by not trying.
Absolutely. I agree with you.
Daniel Ahern with the extra point.
And Pat Ahern.
Mr. Ahern with the extra point.
Obviously his name isn't actually Pat Ahern. It's Daniel Ahern. I just call him Pat because he makes all the PATs.
That's a good nickname. I'm sure he would get a chuckle out of that.
Well, if he watches tomorrow, he might.
So this is great. It's already the third quarter, and some of these backup Hornets are getting valuable experience.
This experience is valuable. I mean,
yeah, coming
Chase
up
O'Robbins
next
will
year.
tell you never know when you're going to need to be a regular.
Oh, yeah. It's like when Darren McFadden last year went down, Michael Bush was there to carry the load for the Raiders. A little bit of Oakland bias I have. So another squib kick down the middle. That time Demarath couldn't complete it.
It was Jared Poor with it.
Jared Poor gets out to about the 21-yard line. So Spartans back at it again.
Here we have 3 minutes and 9 seconds left in the third quarter of this game. And it has been all Enterprise. Hornets 50, Spartans 0.
It was hysterical on the way here. The Google map on our phone said Enterprise Rent-A-Car, and that's exactly where it landed, just right up the road from us here. And we were just cracking up laughing, thinking that we made a wrong turn or something, but it led us directly to Enterprise Rent-A-Car, which is just up the road.
The bananas down there dancing. This student section sure is into this game.
What a fun homecoming night for all these fans. That would be fun to be sitting down at the student section over there.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody just having a
Good
fun
old
time tonight. It's cooled down. It's nice and
This
cool
atmosphere
now.
reminds me a lot of when I was in high school. Not that my team was anywhere near this good, but we had fun at the games.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
They're doing the banana chant.
You know, looking back now, I regret not playing varsity. I quit after JV to play lacrosse year-round, and you know, that was fun. I played varsity lacrosse for a couple years, as well as playing a year at Chico State.
Huh.
Dylan Milton, 21, the ball carrier.
So that was Dylan Milton with a couple yards there.
New update on the
All this jumping by the student section is making the broadcast booth shake.
This is unbelievable
I think there was an earthquake going on.
how into it these guys are. It's really fun. Makes it fun for us, too. Hopi and Fox lined up to the outsides. Pass to Fox is complete, and he fumbles as he's being taken out of bounds.
That was the first time that Fox and Sandow have really been on the same page. They're going to want to
They've had a
continue on
few.
that.
They've had a few of those. So 3rd and 5 now for the Spartans of Red Bluff. Being stung by these Hornets. And handoff. Gets the first down and more. Dylan Milton again.
Dylan Milton is getting some burn with this this first string.
Picks up about 15. So 2:16 remaining here in the third.
It'll be nice to see if they can string a few of those nice plays together to culminate in a touchdown or at least a field goal.
Dylan Milton to the outside with the big run there. First down for the Spartans.
I think they might have a new strategy that might just work. Just give the ball to Dylan Milton
Give the ball to Milton.
and let him do his thing.
first down and 10 for Red Bluff.
So 1st and 10 from the Hornets 43-yard line. Quick handoff up the middle.
Again, Dylan Milton. Wait, no.
Demarath
That was
again.
Demarath, yeah.
Found a big hole up the middle and took it, and he gets another 15, 20 yards.
22, Jordan Dip, 46.
So the Spartans getting something going here on this drive. Led by Cody Demarath. First and 10. Sandow back to pass. Looking for Hopi. Oh, batted down
Just
there.
broken up.
Who was that on? Is that what number? 22. Jordan Deppy.
That was an outstanding play. I thought that was going into Hobie's hands for sure.
So White Hopi was open, but the pass was swatted down there.
Great pass, just better defense.
Wow, quick burst up the middle to
Milton
Mr.
again.
Milton again. And he gets the first down and more. That's about
He's probably ran for 30 yards on
40,
this
50
drive.
yards, yeah, on this drive alone. And he's going to go off the field, take a breather. And Tucker Gulliford back in at tailback. So 1st and goal for the Spartans. Gulliford Gets hit hard at the line of scrimmage, brought down there. So maybe a gain on the 1 yard on the play.
Maybe they should have stuck with Milton on that. Now the important thing on this is to don't make a stupid mistake. At this point, there's no need to throw into triple coverage to try to squeeze something out.
And this band is just going nonstop. I'm really enjoying the variety of songs they're playing.
They did say that it's an award-winning band.
And I can clearly see why. And a quick toss to Mike Stone.
He just gets smashed. It's a flag on the
And you know what? I think that was a face mask.
Yeah.
Looks like he got pulled down.
That was South Safe on.
So no way. They're an award-winning band. For real?
That's what the PA announcer was saying.
I did not hear that.
Yeah, when they were playing the national anthem, they said for the award-winning Enterprise High School band.
These guys are something else. Led by Banana.
Drummer Banana.
I wonder if our cameraman can get a shot of
Good
this
eyes.
band.
You saw face mask. That's what it was.
Yep, it was a face mask. I saw that from 50 yards away. So here we go. 2nd and 5 for the Spartans. Let's see if they can punch it in here.
19 seconds left in the quarter.
Wyatt in motion. And to about the 2-yard line goes Milton.
Wouldn't be surprised if Milton doesn't get this. I wouldn't be surprised to see Brandon Ragone get it. He's a big, burly fullback. This is a position where it might behoove them to use him.
And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter here in Reading. The Enterprise Homecoming Hornets on top 50-0 against the visiting Red Bluff Spartans. And the Spartans knocking on the door here of the Hornets on this drive, led by Dylan Milton and his running abilities. So the start of the 4th quarter coming up here in just a few moments. Be sure to stay tuned with us for the post-game show. We're going to wrap up this game and bring you guys the player of the game. So it appears as if the Red Bluff winning streak will stop at 3 as the Enterprise Hornets move to 3-1. So here we go. 3rd and goal.
See if they can punch it in real quick here.
Milton is responsible for this drive here. Almost 50 yards on this one possession alone. And they're going to take it to the right side. In for the score is Mr. Milton.
That was just Coach Hine rewarding Milton for his stellar play this drive.
So the Spartans will not be shut out.
That's got to feel good. At the very least, you never want to get shut out. And now Connor Ross is going to get his first chance at a kick.
There's
Mr.
our boy
Connor
right there.
Ross.
Connor Ross, number 4. Another good kicker.
He just couldn't miss 2 weeks ago when we saw him.
And a great kick off of a bad snap. So Connor Ross doing his part to contribute.
11:13 left in the game. Enterprise 50, Red Bluff 7.
That was a good way to start the last quarter of this game.
So that was a great drive there, led by Dylan Milton. And that's good. That
was the definition of a feel good drive.
So 10:25 remaining here in the fourth. Araves and Hall,
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we
along
got a
with
ticket winner here.
Jordan Depe.
Get out your 50-50 tickets, 944-869. 944-869.
I wish I were 944-869.
They're
How-
beating the 50-50 raffle up here.
Lucky winner, ladies and gentlemen, tonight will win $409.
Wow. $409 is the.
I'm a broke college student. I could sure use that.
It's because it's homecoming. Taken there by Travis Hall.
Smartly just steps out of bounds.
Smartly steps out of bounds at about the.
You're up 50-7. You don't need to take
Yeah,
any
nothing.
gnarly hits.
Nothing fancy at this point. So 1st and 10 from about the 23-yard line for the homecoming Hornets. Bobby Lucan in at quarterback to replace Zach Trueblood.
Ooh, that was a gnarly hit that he just...
Handoff there to Jessen. He takes it to the outside, avoiding a few tackles.
He took a gnarly hit, too, and he just didn't let it affect him. Kind of just bounced off of him.
Maintained his footing, able to pick up about a yard. So 2nd and 9 now.
I think we got to give a shout-out to our awesome team members.
Oh, yeah.
Producer Matthew Zarchin and videographer Justin Barney doing an awesome job tonight.
Always enjoy having them along for the car ride up here. And a quick toss to the outside, taken there by Jessen. He's going to get a few. So a 3rd and a few for the homecoming Hornets. 8 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. The Hornets on top 50-7. Red Bluff scoring on that last drive. Jordan Deepy. Dustin Jessen.
He fought for those yards. A defender had a hand on his jersey, and he just kind of dragged him a few yards.
Kept moving, and he moved the chains at the same time.
Moved the defender and the chains.
So 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Quick handoff up the middle for Brandon Rainville. Rainville, the 5'8", 170-pound senior running back, getting his chance in this homecoming game here. He's had a few carries on the night.
Yep. He's had a few carries. Been pretty effective on it.
He's getting a few yards every carry.
Oh, yeah. Nothing flashy, but it gets the job done.
Lucan hands off to number 32, Dustin Jessen, with a huge gain there.
That was just a fantastic run by Jessen. Found a hole, took it, and picked up a good 17, 18 yards on it.
Man, it is tough. They have small letters or numbers on their jerseys. It's tough to see all the way from up here. They're small numbers. So we apologize if we've been slacking on the number calling tonight. Our play calling is a little bit delayed. So pitch there to the outside, taken down by a bunch of Spartans. Is Jessen.
That was a very rare breakdown by the offensive line.
And he stopped a good 3 or 4 yards back.
This offensive line for the Hornets, except for that play, pretty much have been unbelievable.
Some of the backups now in at line, of course, too. This is a whole new Hornet offense. Lucan keeps it himself. for about a half a yard loss. And this Red Bluff D-line is really handing it to these Hornets right now.
Looks like they're only running it. They just want to milk the clock and
Yeah.
milk the clock. 5 minutes and 12 seconds left in the game.
So third down now, Lucan in the shotgun. Hand off to Jessen. Jessen bounces it to the outside. Stays on his feet before being dragged down.
That was a fantastic tackle.
So it'll be a 4th and 6 for the Hornets.
Ben Ziegler did a really good job on stopping that run.
.418 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 4th and a few for the Hornets. It appears as if they're going to go for it. The new quarterback, Bobby Lucan, the 6'2", 168-pound junior. And wow, Jessen maintains his footing, picks up the first down and more.
Jessen is picking up where Oraves has left off.
Yeah, doing a good job.
This Spartan defense just has no answer for the run game of the Hornets.
So that first down will keep the clock going. 1st and 10 from about the 23.5-yard line. Backing the Spartans into their own zone. And hit hard almost immediately for a loss is Jessen.
Defense did a really good job of covering that up. That play was over before it got started. Coming up on 3 minutes left in the game.
So 2nd and 11 now.
2nd and 11.
Jessen and Rainville in the backfield. I'm not a big fan of this no huddle. It takes too long to get the play called, and then
It's been effective for them, though.
it has.
Right now, they don't care about how long it takes.
Right.
They just want to squeeze that clock out.
So not much there on that run.
No huddle's a tough thing to do, and hats off to them for being able to do it.
So time winding down, 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth. I think they're going to let the clock run and then take a timeout. Excuse me, I am wrong. So they just waited for the play clock to wind down.
So Matt, who do you got as tonight's player of the game?
Oh man, where do I even start? It's got to be Travis Hall.
Travis Hall has had an outstanding game.
Undoubtedly, Travis Hall.
But I think we need to make it a co-player of the game with Oraves and Hall. Jace Oraves has had an equally of outstanding games. He doesn't have the touchdowns to show for it, but he has been outstanding tonight.
And my player of the game for Red Bluff is their quarterback, Garrett Sandow. You can only do so much. Before you can only rely on your teammates so much.
I got to go Dylan Milton.
Dylan Milton,
Scored
of course, had
50 yards on one drive. Scores the lone touchdown of the game. You got to give it to him.
So 1st and goal for the homecoming Hornets. That's my thing. I've called them that all game. And they're going to kneel down.
They'll do that one more time, and it'll be game.
So what a great game. What a great homecoming. I'm sure the Hornets players and fans and parents, everybody that came out wouldn't have expected it.
This will be a game that these players remember for a long, long time.
Especially these seniors. Brad
Oh, yeah.
Woods, who's hurt, but he sat out on the sidelines in uniform. That's awesome to see.
Oh, yeah. Just outstanding. Such a great show of sportsmanship.
Absolutely. And that'll do it for tonight's game. The Enterprise Hornets on homecoming night win 50-7 over Enterprise.
Over Red Bluff.
Enterprise wins over themselves. They're going to have a great homecoming tomorrow, I'm sure. And hats off to Garrett Sandow. He did a great job. What else you got? Travis Hall.
Travis Hall, player of the game. He was just outstanding. How many touchdowns did he have?
3.
3 touchdowns. That's unbelievable.
Excuse me, 4.
4. That's even more impressive. He was just outstanding on all aspects of the offense. He had 2 receiving touchdowns and 2 punt returns, so they couldn't take their eyes off him for a second.
So that's going to wrap it up for us here at Enterprise High School in Reading. I'm Matt Mellinger here alongside Adam Levine, the Mean Machine. Enterprise on top of the Red Bluff Spartans, 50-7. Thanks for joining us.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.